Hello and welcome to Nigloland in France. My name's Matt, this is the Coaster Giant channel and here's what's coming up in today's vlog. Have you ever seen a hedgehog milking a cow? We are in. I'm excited for today. There's like 7 coasters. 2 of them are powered, one's a water coaster and pretty new I think. Don't know an awful lot about this park, as usual. Seen a few vlogs in the past. I know it's quirky and I know it's somewhere that I've always wanted to come to. I know they've got a pretty decent Mack coaster that I'm looking forward to getting onto. And that is going to be my 250th cred as well today, so hitting a bit of a milestone. We haven't had a bad morning. It was a 2-hour drive to get here today from where we stayed last night, which was a place called Dole. We stayed in an Ibis hotel. There was a buffalo restaurant next to it. We got there, we crashed out straight away, had a good 7 or 8 hours sleep, and now we're back on it today. So I'm not feeling too bad, just a little bit tired. But yeah, the park has got a lovely entrance, and as you can see, it has started setting up for Halloween. How cool does this look? Look at that massive archway that you have to walk under. It's very Mickey Mouse-esque. But yeah, first impressions of this park are really good. How beautiful is this? All decked out for spooky season. It's late September now. It's a Sunday. Crowd levels look quite busy actually. Oh my god, Claire's about to go mad.
Oh my god!
So Niglo stands for hedgehog in French. So this is Hedgehog Park. I cannot believe this entrance. It looks so cool. I don't think there's any spooky stuff on at the minute. I don't think the Nigloland has started yet, but they're well set up. Look at this park. Look how well the grass is cut. This is my kind of place. This place is full of photo opportunities. We've just said we're not going to look at the map. We're just going to discover it. So we're just going to see what's going on. I'll show you everything. It's probably going to be one of them like slightly chaotic vlogs where I'm just going to be like, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, that entrance, that's blown me away already. I'm excited for today. It looks like they've got a train. Looks operational as well, unlike Wallaby Rain Out was where we were yesterday. Yeah. Okay, here we go. First ride of the day in Nigloland is the log flume. Why are we doing the log flume first? It's only got a 5-minute wait. It's got a nice little queue line. Oh man. Let's hope they don't pack us all in one log with another 2 adults today like they did in Wallaby yesterday, because that was a bit of a nightmare. It was a squash in that log. So the log flume interacts with one of the powered coasters. Classic little, looks like a Mack mine train. It's really pretty around there. There's only one drop on that log flume, but I am glad I quickly put my jacket on when I was in the log. Because I actually got soaked. We watched, there's only one drop, we watched the people come down it before we got on and we were like, yeah, they're not getting wet. But yeah, I got a bit of a soaking on that. We've just done our first coaster, gold mine train, classic powered coaster, a couple of helixes, some serious banking at the start and end of that ride. It's alright, it's just a powered coaster. It was good fun, very well themed inside the station. As you walk through the hundreds and thousands of trees and greenery in this park, you've just got random like statues of animals, and then there's a massive drop tower, which, you know what? This time a couple of years ago I would have been terrified of and probably wouldn't have even done. Now I'm dead excited to get on it. Okay, it's time for King of the Mississippi. Check this boat out. Claire was just like, oh my god, it's Disneyland. This looks very cool. This looks really cool. There's a cafe on there. Fingers crossed I can get a cup of tea, because I do like a cup of tea in the morning. There's also a little animatronic show on there. I've just clocked it and I don't think Claire's seen it yet. Roger. This is so nice. You get like a nice little tour of the lake, of the park, from the lake. You can see there's a really old big wheel over, well, it looks really old, there's a big wheel over there. It's an indoor coaster here as well. But just look how beautiful this is. So you can get tea, coffee, beer. There's quite a lot of refreshments at that little cafe. They are the smallest cups I've ever seen, but the tea is actually pretty decent. And you get milk as well. So finally getting my morning cup of tea. Just through the trees, you can see they've got a disco coaster. That's the second of the powered coasters they've got here. They've got one of these funky little swing things, which I want to try later, but not yet. I feel like it might be a little bit sickly, because it's such a little swing. So that was really cute. I can imagine a sunny day on that boat with a beer. That'd be cool. So I'm here with Claire again today, and Rich. They were both with me yesterday out Wallaby Roan Alps. We're on a little road trip, so after today we're actually going to Europa Park, Trips Drill, Swarthmore Park, and what have I missed? Holiday Park. So if you are enjoying this vlog and don't mind seeing me on your screen, then please consider subscribing and turning your notifications on, then you'll know when all of the other vlogs come out. Okay, next up it's time for, what is this called? Grizzly? Grizzly, the disco coaster. It's got a hump in the middle, and yes, I count them as a coaster. So this will be my 249th Cred. Looks like quite a fast one. And then we can go on Alpina Blitz, which is the standout coaster at this park. I'll show you that in a little while, and that will be my 250th. Okay, that takes the award for the best disco I've ever done. It felt really fast, but I can't work out if it was because you're so close to the trees. There's trees all the way under, pretty much all the way under the seats. So you're constantly against the trees, you've got branches right near you, and I think that just having them right there adds to the feeling of speed. Yeah, I love that. We've got flat rides with little animatronic shows in the middle. Claire's very excited. This is so cool. Exactly the same seats, cars, as the one at Drayton, I think, but a very much more impressive middle section. How cool is this? Just in the middle of the vintage powered cars. And the pumpkin gardeners, it's so cool. This is mad Halloween theming. I've never heard anything about this park or it's what it does for Halloween, but it goes all out on the decoration. Cannot believe they do all this for Halloween. The decorations are everywhere. Look at this building in front of us. That's the station for the vintage cars. Even the little duck rider's got the leaves all over the building. Can finally see Alpina Blitz just over there next to the big wheel, and there's a mine train there as well. Always fun. So you go from not so nice mine train into this. Check this out. This is, I think, the newest attraction here. This is their water coaster, and that is one hell of a showpiece that the train's about to come through. Lovely clean water. Doesn't look like too much of a soaker, but I guess we'll find out. First of all, we're going on Alpina Blitz though, because time to get my 250 of cred. So this is a Mack Mega Coaster. It's got nice lap bar restraints. It opened here in 2014. I actually thought it was newer than that. It's quite a compact layout. It's all quite low to the ground as well, so it should be quite forceful hopefully. It's quite a nicely themed alpine station. To ride the back row you have to be 1.5, and it's only running one train today, which is why there's a 15-minute wait. So it's only one train, but the ops are running it really fast. You've got a really good baggage hold as well, so you put in your stuff from the station side and then you over the stairs and back down and collect your bags from this side, which stops all the faffing about in the station. So definitely speeds up the operations. Oh, that was intense. My hair is such a mess today. Yeah, that didn't disappoint. That was kind of what I was expecting. It's only 108 foot tall. I do think if it was a bit taller, so there was a little bit more speed, it'd be an amazing coaster. I just feel like on some of the hills and through some of the elements, it just slowed down a little bit too much. We were on the back row, so you really felt that slow down. But the airtime was insane. The first drop into this turnaround, which is really low down, was really intense, like almost kind of felt like on the edge of greying out intense. But then as it goes into some of the airtime hills, it really slowed down and lost its pacing. But then you were straight over the top, launched out of your seat and then back into the speed. Maybe it's just it's a morning thing and it's only running one train, and later on today it might be running a lot better, so we will be trying it out. So we've got more Halloween theme around here. We've got the big wheel, which, you know what, that's probably going to be the scariest ride I go on this trip. Terrified of them things. We've got a wave swinger themed to an apple tree. I'm actually sitting in apples that are falling from the tree, which is really cute. And then there's Alpina Blitz. And then we've got the brand new, well not brand new, but the newest ride here, the water coaster Krampus. And that's what we're going to do next. All the entrance gates have got queue wait times. And Claire said this is a really nice queue, so let's check it out. Check this out, there's loads of nods to water rides and other theme parks around. Fantasyland, Universal Studios, Trips Drill will be there soon. So there's the boats, you've got 4 rows, 2 people across, lap bar restraints. Oh, it's dark in here. This is very atmospheric. Oktoberfest. Oh my god, I literally can't see. It's actually really hard to see in here. There's some really cool posters and artwork. Okay, this was posted at 15 minutes, but I'm not seeing a queue at the minute. Oh, there is. There's the queue. That's not too bad though. Krampus Expedition. I don't dislike water coasters, but they're just always a bit I don't know, they do a lot for me. It's not really warm. It's warm today, but it's like t-shirt weather. I got wetter than I expected actually. I'm quite wet. Came all over the side of the boat. We sat on the back row. It was enjoyable. The queue line was the best bit. There's a massive skeleton thing in there. That was impressive. and the ride was just good. Not a big fan. I did say I'm not a big fan of water coasters, and Claire was like, what about Efteling? So I just don't even class Flying Dutchman as a coaster. It's just such a good ride. But yeah, it was worth doing once. We got the cred. On to the next one. We're going to do an indoor coaster next. I believe it's themed to space, but that's all I know. I'm kind of expecting like an old school black hole from Alton Towers, so we'll see what we get. Let's got one of these as well. We'll definitely be getting on this later. So the building that this coaster is in is really ugly. I know their style they're going for is like space themed, but it's really sad because the side of this you kind of see from Alpina Blitz, and then the other side you see from is it Grizzly, the disco coaster, and it's just a really ugly building in an absolutely beautiful park. It's in like an American themed area to tie in with the whole space theme. I quite like this area. It is a bit tired. We all just said the same. It could do with a bit of a spruce up and some paint on the signs and stuff, but it's not too bad. So 20-minute wait. Looks like you're entering through a shop, but this is actually the start of the queue line for the indoor coaster. Are we going to get any theming? We got red lights. We made it to the station. It was only like 10-15 minute wait. The audio sounds good. I'm hoping for some good theming in here. But yeah, we should be on the 2 rides time. Whoa, spatial experience was crazy. It's a Mack Eurosat coaster, so I was expecting it to be a little bit like Walking Dead at Thorpe Park, or the Black Hole, that kind of ride feel from Alton Towers. But it wasn't. It was intense. It was really fast. I was actually quite scared. I was sat on my own, so there was no one next to me, and so I was moving all over the place. It really throws you around. There's just a lap bar, and I was like leaning out the train, but then I was like, oh my god, I know what them indoor coasters are like. I was like scared that I was going to like smack into a support or something, which I know I wouldn't, but that was just in my mind. But way more intense than I was expecting. Were you expecting that from that coaster?
No. I'm prepared.
It was good though. I'd like to go on that again. That was probably going in like knowing what to expect. Won't be like I was like holding myself rigid so I didn't fall around in the train. Right, I really like that American area. If you want burger, chips, pizza, that sort of thing, then that's the place to go. They've got loads of food places around there. We've got other little tracked kids rides around here. I don't know what we're going to do now. It's like we've got 2 coasters to do. We've got a kiddie cred and we've got the Wild Mouse to do. But it is 1 o'clock. So we've actually done quite well to get all the big stuff in. Everything seems to be running kind of one train on the big coasters. It's not overly busy today. The wait for that was probably about 15 minutes when it was posted at 20. But I do prefer it when there's 2 trains. Just coming to this arcade. And they've got these kids' bumper cars in here. Oh, they've got some goats right next to one of the rides. Just say don't touch the animals. Oh, that's just mean. So, only posted at 5 minutes. Le descent a schlit. It's a Wild Mouse. I love all this. Just Halloween theming everywhere. All across the building as well. Serious effort put in. There's slightly different trains, so like no front on these. Usually they have quite a high front on. But yeah, it's time to do the Wild Mouse. Do you know what? For a Wild Mouse, that was really smooth. It almost felt like it had suspension. It's glossy smooth. Even the brakes like just slowed you down really slowly, and it wasn't aggressive at all. Right, we've got 1 more coaster to get on. I don't actually know what it's called, but it's this thing. It's just a kid cred. Really nice design train though. I'll wait for it to come past so you can see. Look at the back car on this. That's really cool. It's actually made by Art Engineering. They're the people that made the new train on the wave at Drayton Manor. So they do actually make coasters as well. I don't think there's many of them around. But yeah, it'll be the first time I've ridden one where the track and the train is manufactured completely by them. This is a lovely entrance to Sept Express. We're in the kids area. It's all very pretty around here. Love these fences. So you go over the lift hill into a helix, and then round. It's all set around water. There's like a river running through this. Look at that lighting. Very cool. So that was just a sound little kids coaster. Fairly smooth, a little bit of a rumble, but it was smooth and almost got a pop of airtime. It was definitely, especially into that helix, a little bit faster than I was expecting. But yeah, great for kids. We've got quite a lot of tracked rides here, but this one's probably the coolest. The tiny little hedgehogs. Okay, we're on the hedgehogs. Got a little animatronic rabbit down there. It's quite a cute ride. There's a really cool monorail up there as well. There is a little dark ride section in there, so let's go and check that out. Oh, over the lumps. What is going on here? Have you ever seen a hedgehog milking a cow? You have now. Oh my god, there's a little raccoon. Kind of creepy looking. Okay, last hill, and it's time to find out what's in the cave. We've got goats. Cute. This ride doesn't look that old. It's nicely done. And the station for the monorail is well impressive. Yeah, look at this monorail station. And the walk-through underneath is a tree trunk just split open. Very impressive. These are very cool looking monorail cars. Got leaves and topped with butterflies above. It's very, very pretty. All these are actually, them flowers are lights on the bridge. Love it.
Let's go! Wow. Oh yes, one of my most anticipated.
There's just too much pretty stuff to look at in this park. Look at this. Just a little water ride, but look at all the planting around it and all the colour and the little arches. Absolutely stunning. That was very relaxing. Nice audio all the way around. This whole forest area seems like really new. I'm gonna have to research it, or just drop it in the comments if you know how new this is. Every ride looks well looked after, and if it isn't new in the last couple of years, then the maintenance here is impressive. Yeah, all looks really clean, really fresh. I really like it. So this building just outside the Wild Mouse, you can just see in the background over there. It does like paninis and salad bowls. So I just saw this as walking past. It was just chicken salad. It was only €5, and a beer was about €5. It was like €10 something altogether. But it looks decent. It's good to have something a bit green on my plate. And yeah, so that's probably cost like about £8. They've got a pirate ship. We're trying to get to the Niglo show before it starts at 3 o'clock, and this is the second time the train stopped us. So just over from the mine train, which is just behind us, you have all these nice buildings. There's a store there, really well themed, all the trees in the background, and then you have this big building for the Niglo show, which is Claire's main event. It looks like it's on 3 times a day. It's 3 o'clock now. But yeah, I think this is some kind of animatronic show.
J'ai le plaisir, l'honneur et l'avantage de vous présenter un spectacle avec des numéros venus des 4 coins du monde. Wouh!
Bière ou trois?
Oh mon cher Hans, quand est-ce qu'on danse?
Ça fait combien? Ça fait 2 bières ou 3?
Mon cher Hans, quand est-ce qu'on danse?
C'est pas un rhume qu'il a, c'est un ramollissement de cerveau. Sortez-le, il va nous rendre malade avec son cigare. Ce lord, Niglo Windsor, n'aura jamais pu chanter une chanson de sa vie. Une forêt. Ne parlons plus. C'est fini, oui. Oh, mais ce coucou. Assez. Nous...
Dai, la mamma, non ancora, e tutte le amies sono là cantando le chante le belle chansons napolitaine.
Che cantare, cantare? Ma si può mangiare!
Ma la mamma!
Sanidad, intellectuelle, non? Ça suffit. Allez, coucou, à toi.
Merci, mesdames et messieurs, au saxo, Luz Gris!
Step on loose their shoes. What you can do and been, but roll on loose their shoes.
On va voir les Indiennes. Je suis capitaine. C'est la montagne.
That was interesting. Are you happy now?
So happy. Oh, it's incredible.
It's not like the whole trip was planned around getting here so that we could watch the animatronic show. In all seriousness, it was really cool. There was like they're massive as well. I wasn't expecting them to be that big.
So big.
Massive animatronics popping up out of the stage. Different stages were rotating, so you got different scenes and stuff. Yeah, it was really cool, and it was really busy. Like the whole auditorium was like, it was pretty full. So people seem to be loving that. So that was good. It was worth driving here just for that. That actually makes me really sad that Drayton removed Jungle Palladium. I don't know if anyone else watching this is old enough to remember that, but they used to have where Sheriff Showdown is now, used to be a massive animatronic show with all animals from the jungle. Very much a play on like what Disney do, which I guess is what this is as well. But yeah, a few things in there brought back memories of that, and it's a real shame they got rid of it. Okay, it's time to get on a dark ride. This is Manor Haunt. There's cobwebs everywhere. This place looks so good. So this looks like some kind of haunted house ride. Not a clue what to expect. But this entrance is absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is epic. I'm guessing it's extra for Halloween and not always like this, but oh my god. This is incredible. Like, I'm no like expert on Disney. I've only been to Disneyland Paris, but to me this is feeling like Disney level stuff. Like, look at that for a facade of a ride. I don't know how much of this is for Halloween, I don't know how much of it is always here, but it looks flipping cool. This is really creepy in here. This is the queue line, you probably can't see anything. Got a well. It's like we've gone under the main house into the cellar. And here we go, straight into the station. So that was really cool. You sit on like a little sofa type thing, and that spins on the car as well. Which means when you're going around the track, you're spinning around as well. Not like mad spinning, but just point you in the right direction of the scenes that he wants you to see, which is really cool. But there's one bit where you do like a U-turn and it spins the opposite way. And it's like a little, like, you know, the old-fashioned whips. It's like one of them. It was really cool. Inside, on the outside, I said it's kind of giving me Disney vibes and Disney level theming. Not so much on the inside. It was just your standard kind of ghost train, but with lots of decent animatronics and stuff in there. But yeah, not quite Disney level inside. Okay, now it's time to brave the drop tower. I'm a little bit anxious about this again now. I'm looking forward to getting on it, but it's a big one this. I don't actually know how tall it is. I'll have to have a look when I get off. It's only a 10-minute wait. Again, loads of theming outside here. Enter through like this castle, nice drawbridge. And what I really like about this is there's a little kids drop tower just off to the left as well as you walk through. Just over there. And they're just as much fun as these. That one was a lot. That was high, wasn't it?
So high.
I think that's the first one I've done as well without over-the-shoulder restraints that's that big. Because like you're sat at the top and you're like, hang on, there's nothing around my shoulders apart from some metal bars. And like, that drop went on forever, didn't it? Forever. But man, it was very good. But yeah, you feel very exposed with just a lap bar on that. Yeah, I thought I'd like conquered my like fear of heights and drop towers, but that got me going again. I'll do it again though. That drop, it felt like I was like, okay, when are the brakes gonna hit? Like you had time to think about like what was going on, which is really cool. It's quite a forceful drop as well, and sometimes on the bigger ones you don't get as much force, but I love that. That's super hard race that has. Okay, is this going to be another Disney kind of rip-off? Going on a little cruise. And there's only a couple of people waiting, so we should be able to walk straight onto this. Onto this little nutty ride. It's kind of like, I don't know, it just spins a lot. I'm not sure I'm going to feel after this. That was a spinny one. Got to admit, the headache, tiredness headache from all of the travelling yesterday and lack of sleep is hitting a bit now. We've only got an hour left on the park though. Today's gone really fast. This park, I kind of thought it was medium sized, didn't think it was that big. But we've kind of been on things once. And that's it, we've filled our day. So yeah, definitely you could easily fill a couple of days here. We've got an hour left. I want to do the jukebox ride, and then I want to get a couple of re-rides on this beast. And then it'll be the end of our day. Let's do this space ride again. We know what to expect now, so know how to brace and get myself ready. It's posted at a 20-minute wait again, but the queue doesn't look anywhere near as long as it was earlier, so hopefully it won't be that long. Ending our day on a nice little ride on the train.
Yeah, hanging out there.
So we just ran into this little building next to the train station to get on the carousel, and it is beautiful in here. There's another little ride. There's a cafe, there's loads of nice seating, and this is like stunning. There's also like a memory tower here of like when things were built and opened. Like the drop tower was 2017, Alpina Blitz was 2014. That's really cool. What is that? Looks like they used to have an old mine train here. Okay, we're going to explore. Look at all the pictures on the wall as well. 1973, they had a weird coaster. It's like there's a lot of history at this park. It's like a little museum around here. And look at this old train. That is cool. Whatever that is, it's very cool. And these must be like models of all past rides. This looks like the coaster that's on the wall up there. Magic carpet. I love them little flat rides. I got quite a lot of spin on that. I was sat on my own. I'd love one of them back in the UK, please. Oh, it's such a nice vibe in here. There's another tower there. We've got some kind of show in here as well. Starts in 1 minute, so let's go and watch. So that's our day at the park. It's come to an end, but we're going to go and check out the hotel. Have a little drink in there and just see what it's like. Apparently it's themed to pirates. We did look at the merch shop on the way out of the park, but it's all quite childish. So I didn't buy anything from there. There was no, there wasn't much merch connected to the actual rides, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, very child focused in there. Looks like they've got a little, I don't know, there's a lot of like caravans and stuff, so I'm presuming you can come and camp here. And then this is the hotel, just coming up here on the right. That was very cool. We got a front row on Alpina Blitz. And I moaned a bit earlier about the pacing, but on the front you don't feel the slow down sections because you're too busy being ejected over the airtime hills. And obviously whilst that's happening to you, everything's slowing down a bit at the back. So I think for me that might be a front row ride, which is quite a rare thing for me to say, but yeah, I loved the ejector airtime on that. Really comfortable Mac trains. Yeah, it's a really solid little coaster. It's nothing like that's going to blow you away, but definitely worth coming out here and checking out. Just seen a sign over there, so you can actually come and camp here if you've got a motorhome. Just park up in the car park of the hotel, right outside the park. Right, this is the river that runs all the way through. It's just very pretty. This looks cute. It's quite a small hotel, it's only like 2 stories. But yeah, we're gonna go and check out the bar and see what the theming's like. Cheers everyone. Cheers, cheers. That thing is absolutely bonkers. It's so fast. Like, I feel like that feels faster than Alpina Blitz. I don't know about you guys. But it flies, and there's obviously like, there is theming in there. There's like physical pieces like planets and asteroids and stuff, and like you do feel like you're gonna hit them. But yeah, when it goes, we sat near the front as well this time. Last time we were near the back, and it was just as like forceful and speedy, and like definitely don't miss that if you come here. That's a really cool coaster. They've even got animatronics in the shop, in the hotel. So this is the main bar. It's really pretty actually, it's like the main entrance to the hotel. There's reception. That's one impressive bar. So you saw the park was getting ready for the Halloween event. It looks very like child friendly. It's got a kid on the front of their information. Looks like they have some shows and stuff. By the time this vlog gets out, it's probably nearly Halloween 2025 to be honest. But yeah, it looks like a cool event. Claire has just found some Niglo beer. That's mad. How much were they?
It was $9.90 for 3 bottles.
That's not bad. That's
awesome.
pretty good. Have you both had a good day?
Fantastic. I loved it.
Did it live up to your expectations?
It exceeded them, and this is my most anticipated park in Europe, and it exceeded my expectations. So I had the best day.
It's pretty high praise. Enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's such a cute little park. It was much better than I thought it was going to be as well.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because there's no like, I don't think there's any standout rides or attractions as such. It's just kind of fun and everything's good. But definitely somewhere I'd want to come back to. Like after Wallaby yesterday, I was like, I'll come back if they get something new. Whereas here, I'd try and fit this into another trip, even though it's in the middle of nowhere. So that brings us to the end of the day. It's raining, so I've got my umbrella up. The hotel's really nice. It's really nicely themed. It's quite small, quite a conservative hotel. It's their first accommodation, but they are building some new accommodation for next year, like little like Caribbean style lodges, which look really nice. They're not building loads. I'll just put a little clip of the model that's in there, but they look really cool. So there's definitely more options for staying here. Tonight we're staying about 10 minutes away in a local town, just in a little hotel, and then we've got to drive all the way to Europa Park tomorrow, which is about a 4 or 5 hour drive in the morning. So tomorrow's plan is a bit of time in Europa Park, just get a feel for it, and then we're going to do Rulantica, which is their water park, in the afternoon. We're also staying on site, so I'm excited for that. So as I said, Nigloland is definitely, it's a real strange one. Like I think I might have overhyped Alpina Blitz a little bit. I was a little bit disappointed. But it's a really good coaster. Like it's a solid, strong, decent coaster. But I just overhyped it for myself a little bit. But it was good. It was a good coaster. Everything's just fun here. Like even enjoyed this thing. And it's not very often I'd say that I enjoy a wild mouse. But yeah, it was good. We have been here all day. So we were here just after opening, and obviously till park closed. And I think we need more time. We didn't get all the rides in. I would like to do some of the little like tracked rides, like the vintage cars. We did get on the train right at the end, which was good, but we didn't do the big wheel. There was quite a few things we didn't do. And I would like to re-ride some more stuff. I think the ride that surprised me the most was, what's it called? The indoor roller coaster, something like Spatial Experience, I think. That was intense. That was a really good coaster. So don't miss that. It's in the big, horrible grey building at the back. That's the only bit of the park that I wasn't a big fan of. The rest of it is beautiful. And yeah, I've had a great day. I can't praise this place enough. It's a beautiful park. Staff have all been really friendly. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Staff have all been really friendly here again, same as they were at Wallaby. The operations are so good. Like even the coasters only have one person operating them, but because they've got like all the automated gates on the exits, and they've got like on the big rides, they've got counters, so you basically count yourself through until you get into a cattle pen, so that everyone's ready to board. And the baggage systems are really good. They're not in the actual station, so you're not all messing around trying to get on the coaster, trying to get rid of your bag, trying to fight everyone that's getting off the coaster and trying to get their bag. So yeah, it's really impressive with the ops, really impressive with the staff. The park's stunning, really well kept. Yeah, a definite park that I just want to come back to. I'd love it actually if we were staying on site. If I came again, I'd get here, have a day on park, stay overnight, do a good half, 3/4 of a day the following day, and then drive on somewhere else. So yeah, don't sleep on Nigloland. It is a very fun little park, full of nostalgia as well. That little show we watched at the end that I mentioned, that was all about the history of the family that own it. They're in their 3rd generation now, I think, of like owning theme park, well, funfair rides. I think it was the early 80s when they started building Nigloland as a family, and it's still family owned now. And you can tell because there's just a certain, like, you can tell the attention to detail. There's a lot of love put into this place. Right, thanks very much for watching this vlog. As I've mentioned already, I'm off to Europa Park and then Holiday Park and Trips Drill. So there's loads more vlogs coming up on the channel. So if you've enjoyed this, please hit the like button, consider subscribing and turning on the notifications. And I'll see you in the next video from Europa Park. Thanks, bye.